Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So this morning I am just about to hit the road to go to an auction, Farmersville up in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. This will be my first time at that auction. Hopefully I'll be able to sneak in my phone camera and get a little bit of footage because I know you guys like seeing the different places that I source. But this morning I got up about 4 a.m. to do shipping, and what else did I do? Just a bunch of stuff. And also working on this video. So hopefully I'll get this video out tomorrow. And today is a haul video. Yay! A little bit easier than filming out in the wild. And I love sharing with you guys what I find, all of the interesting things. So today we're going to start with just a few of the pieces, hard goods, but kind of like shoes and hats also, and maybe a few pieces of clothing, which, big disclaimer, I have not washed or ironed or anything yet. Yep, I do steam some of my clothing, wash, dry clean, all of the things. But for today, for this morning, I just unpacked it. These are items that I found pretty much yesterday at a thrift store. So let's get started and learn together, see together what I found, and talk about why I picked it up. Before we get started with the haul, already I'm switching gears, I wanted to share with you guys that the mother of pearl Chinese gambling tokens that I found in an Amish barn have their first bid. So I found 48 of these little charms. I'm going to show them to you once again so you can see what they are. They are mother of pearl Chinese gambling tokens. Sometimes these date to the 1700s, and I found a little dish of them in the barn, paid $1 for them, and did a little research, not much, put them on Instagram as usual to show you guys all the craziness I'm picking up, and they have their first bid for $100. So hopefully the sale goes through and the buyer is happy. I never count my chickens until they hatch and the buyer, leaves good feedback and is happy with their purchase, but pretty hopeful that this sale will go through, and really interesting to learn about these. So mother of pearl comes from abalone shell, that's my understanding. I try to gain a little bit of knowledge of everything, but sometimes I just gain a little knowledge and move on. I can't really study deep into how these things are made or the process, but I do love learning about all these hidden treasures. Okay, now we're really starting the haul. First item up, pair of men's Nakona boots, and these are just beautiful. This stitching, this embroidery is called flame stitching because it kind of looks like flames. And just gorgeous condition. A lot of this stuff is going to have its stickers still on because I have not had a chance to de-sticker this lot. I was up late last night filming, photographing clothing and getting that listed. And I also have a rack here, so lots of stuff going on. Okay, so these boots I paid $14.99, which is a little high for me, but gorgeous condition. And Nakona is a good brand, good solid brand. I sell a lot of this. I'm guessing these are going to bring somewhere between 75 and 90. So that is the first item I picked up. The second item I picked up at Goodwill yesterday. I really wasn't going to pop in, but I was in a store, Cocalico Creek, a retail store, home store, which has gorgeous stuff. I digress, I won't go there. But I was shopping and Goodwill was right next door. So of course I have to pop in. And I was only there for about, I'm going to say an hour and a half, and got a cart and a half. So that was great. This is Round Hill brass buckle with its leather belt. Now I imagine Round Hill is, I don't know, a town, a city, has a chicken on it. So in other words, I have no idea what I bought, but there it is. I paid $1.99. Really nice condition, men's belt, and what size is it? It says 2 on it. I'm gonna have to look that up. It's a size 34. 2 must have been a marking that meant something else. So I said yes to this belt. Now I'm not quite sure what this will bring. I imagine it'll probably bring 35, something like that. So that is the second item. I love finding belts. I look for good quality leather, the stitching is nice, and double points if it has a good buckle to it. I like Western buckles, biker buckles, buckles with jewels or studs on them. What else? What else? Anytime it has embroidery on the leather, that's great. But belts are super easy to ship, and if I had to pick one thing to sell, it might be belts. The next item up, I found again yesterday in Goodwill. Now I don't know what I have here. It's kind of like, still taped, $1.99. It's kind of like a hobnail trinket box. That's what we're gonna call it. It's all taped up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this tape off without a major disruption to the video, so I'm just gonna leave it on and show it to you guys. But I thought this was really good. And for $1.99, I think I can turn that into 20. So I said yes to this great box. I don't really know if this is vintage or not. So I don't think I will list it vintage, but I have not seen this currently in the stores. But there are so many items out. And I will just put into a Google search or eBay comp search, hobnail glass trinket dish. I'll start there. The next item up, you guys watched me find in the barn sale that I went to on whatever day, last Tuesday I think that was, and today is Tuesday, so already a week has flown by. Craziness always, but a lot of fun craziness. I found this great lamp. How beautiful is this? Now I don't know this is the original shade, but I'm almost thinking it is. And this is like a pearlized string lampshade. So it is definitely vintage, and I have forgotten the name of the technique where the painting has gold dots. This is Japan. This is a vintage lamp. I want to say it's something like, now I'm going to make something up totally. Otagari? Is that even a word? I don't know. I will have to research once again. You know, it's frustrating for me when I learn something and then it flies out of my brain, just part of being 60 or part of being like so busy. Anyway, beautiful lamp, gorgeous condition. And even though I am paring down of the larger items, I had a big yard sale this past weekend and tried to get rid of larger items because I'm over the shipping of huge items. And I said, Karen, no more lamps. Lamps do sell for me. I've sold quite a few lamps this year, but at least it's a smaller lamp. That's what I'm telling myself. And I will also do local pickup, and I might even put this one on Facebook Marketplace. But you know, guys, when I put items on Facebook Marketplace compared to eBay, there is such a big difference in the money that I get, that I earn for the item. So, you know, it's a very hard thing. If it's something super large, like a couch or whatever, absolutely, because I don't want to get involved with like freight shipping, you know, on eBay. No. But if it's something that's kind of on the fence, most times I will put it on eBay with shipping unless the item is super big or super heavy. Those two things kill a sale in my opinion. Unless you really have a rare antique or something super high demand. If you have a lamp that's kind of average to nice, I'm gonna say, and you put it on eBay and say you want $75 for your lamp, but then the shipping is gonna be over the $50 mark, that really, you know, kind of dissuades the buyer from purchasing. Is that even a word, dissuades? I'm just going to be making stuff up the whole video, so just bear with me. Okay, as I was pulling things this morning to put on the table to show you guys, sometimes I cannot remember for the life of me whether I've shown something. I'm like, did I show that? Did I not show that? So if we have a repeat of something, just pretend you haven't seen it. Mcgregor Glove. I think I did show this in the cart, maybe while I was at Goodwill. This is a Goodwill find. I did use Martin's Balsam leather on this because it has a little bit of a musty smell. I don't know that that's going to be a huge detractant to the buyer, and of course I will disclose it, but this glove is in gorgeous condition. I believe I paid $2.99 for it, and I'm expecting $35 to $40. This is a good one. I don't know a lot about baseball and softball gloves, famous last words, but I run comps on them, and more often than not, if my eye sees a nice glove, I can get good money for it. So definitely take a look at softball and baseball gloves, and they're super easy to ship. You can't break them. After 7 years, you would think that I'd be used to this concept, like, hey, the big breakable things are a pain to ship. But, you know, I'm a slow learner at some things. The next pair of shoes or sandals are not a high-end brand, so please don't misunderstand that this brand is a woohoo. It is not. This is very volatile Los Angeles. I don't know who are selling these sandals, but look how good these are. So I said yes to them. No, I did pay up for them. I paid $7.47. Which is a normal price, $7.47 for a pair of sandals for me. So when I say I'm paying up, it's because the brand is not really all that great. Now, I haven't run comps. I'm just going by the quality. If this turns out to be like, I don't know what I'm talking about, and it brings $100, great. But I don't think so, just from looking at them. But look at that beadwork. Beautiful. So I said yes to these. Okay, next up, I picked up 2 vintage hats, again yesterday when I was in Goodwill. And this Goodwill is the big one, the one that I go to quite frequently. Right now I'm getting there probably once or twice a week, and the store is crowded. But you know what? They have a great mission, in my opinion. The proceeds go to supporting people for employment, training them or retraining them for employment. I love that. It's not a ministry. I love that program. So I'm very happy that the store is crowded, and the store can support the amount of people, in my opinion. That store has massive inventory. And I always tell people that if you're starting out selling on eBay and you're looking in your area, you're new to thrifting, find the biggest thrift stores and go there first. Even though it might seem like overwhelming, the amount of inventory that comes in and changes over in a bigger store is better, in my opinion, than the smaller stores. Now, while I do love to thrift at mom and pop and smaller charity and church-run thrift stores, the big stores are usually my ultimate favorites. Okay, so all of that, store was crowded yesterday. I still was able to snag these 2 hats. Oh, is this great? I love this. This is like a Swiss dot on a netted lace, and then underneath it has like a crown or tiara velvet banding. And then she has 2 bows. Absolutely love that. And this one, always a favorite, feathers, feathers, feathers. Beautiful. And what did I pay for these hats? I don't know if they have price stickers. I think they were $1.99 each. So we'll just say that. And I'm guessing probably $25 to $30 per hat. All right, next up is this wooden thing. I'm not even quite sure what to call this or what shape that is. I have never seen this shape. Felted bottom, but this is mid-century modern. Beautiful wood. I think this might be a walnut. That's just a guess. And what did I pay? $2.99. So I don't think this is like chips and dip. I think this is more like maybe nuts and something. Maybe it's not even meant for food. I'm not quite sure what I have here. So leave your guesses down below. I love when you guys guess. It is so funny sometimes, the things that you guys come up with to entertain us all. But if you have a guess, or if you have sold this before, I would love to hear what I have here. So it's probably about 1.5 inches high. Maybe that's even 2 inches. And then a depression, a bigger depression here, and a smaller one here. And of course, the telltale vintage felted bottom. Thanks, guys. All right, next up is a little creamer. I was really wishing and hoping for the sugar bowl, but I absolutely love this. Beautiful, beautiful. Now these might be a common, so I don't only pick up rare items. Even if an item is common, I will go ahead and pick it up if I feel it's in very good condition and the aesthetic is good. So I paid $1.99. I didn't even peel off the sticker to see what the branding is. The thrift stores drive me crazy when they put those stickers over the branding, because we're all sitting there trying to scrape away at it and not damage the tag. But one thing I do want to say is eBay has really buckled down, rightfully so, and said you cannot use the word Indian because it is considered, I guess, derogatory at this point. So I don't want to get into how people feel about that, but I think it's okay to use Native American if you know the tribe that has produced the item, or if you know the tribe that's represented. So I might leave that out and call it Western. I'll have to see if everybody else, how they're listing theirs. Now, when you look at comps, if you have a questionable item that you're not sure if you're allowed to use a term, you want to run comps, but please be aware that eBay does not catch and take down or warn about all the listings that are on the site. So even though others might be getting away with calling this an Indian creamer, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get in trouble for it. I heard it recently, I don't remember who said, it's like when you're speeding on the highway. It's still against the law. Some people get caught, some people don't. They try to catch everybody. That is how the terms that are on the Vero list, or you're not allowed to say that, restricted list, are handled by eBay. They do catch a lot of them, but you really want to be careful when it comes to Native American represented or made items. Hope all of that makes sense, but as you can see, I still felt it's beautiful. It should be purchased and loved by somebody. The next item I saw sitting on the Goodwill shelf again yesterday, $1.99. Just beautiful. This is like a jasper ware relief in the middle, gold trim. I would imagine this gold trim is like a 22 karat, 24 karat paint, but unless an item denotes that it is the, certain percentage gold paint, I don't put that in the title. I will just say gold tone trim or gold trim. And this is, let me get my magnifying glass, tiny print. So it has a number on it, Royal, I would want to say this is Woodward, but it looks like W-O-W-A-R-D, Woodward. I'm not quite sure about that. Napco, 61, I imagine that's 1961, Bedford, Ohio. So I'm going to have to look up what that word is. I don't know. I'm going to show it to the camera and see if the camera will focus on it. See if I can get that in focus. But I said yes to this lovely dish, and as you can see, I paid the $1.99, and I have not removed the tape. That's a big womp womp. I have to stay mindful and get the tape removed when I'm at the register, which I'm going to peel it off now while we're talking. While I'm talking and you're listening. But a lot of times the employees in the back will tape damaged items, and you open it up, oh, this one's good, and it'll be chipped. But as you can see, this one's in great condition. As far as I can see, oh, we got a little flea bite there, looking at the rest. So I'm going to put the top down so I can show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to point to it with the handle of this. See right there? There is a flea bite chip. So it's just the tiniest of chips, but I will still disclose that it has a tiny bit of damage, but definitely worth the $1.99. And I have not run comps on it, but beautiful. So I'm guessing, I don't know, probably 22 to 25, unless they're really high end. I don't think so. Napco, Ohio, probably the price quote that I just gave. Okay, you can tell I'm starting to rush. I got to be out of the house by 8 and picking up a girlfriend to go to that auction. I am really hoping I can film a little bit, because before I started going to auctions, I was really curious about what they were about. But I know a lot of auction houses do not allow filming, and as you know, auction houses are very crowded. A lot of people there bidding, so I always try to be really respectful and not capture anybody on the film, like I always say. So we shall see how I make out with that. But I'm going to finish up with a few pieces, and then we're going to do a rack of clothing so that I can get that done. Lavender Clothesline, I should be doing some clothing. I am listing clothing and selling clothing, but lately I have not been doing clothing hauls, and it's because I'm just finding bread and butter brands. But today I have a few interesting pieces I picked up yesterday, again at my Goodwill trip, and I thought I'd like to share them with you. But let's do 2 more pieces of hard goods, 2 more items, and then we'll switch to clothing. All right, so the next item I found, this sweet little candle cup holder. I just made that up. I don't know what this is called. I'm sure there's a name to it, but you know what I love about this? It has a hole here, so I'm thinking there might be a way to attach it to the wall or hang it somewhere. And I don't think this is antique, but I think people used this, and this caught the wind to, or blocked the wind, I should say, to keep your candle burning. And again, good old Goodwill, right over where the brand will be, if there is a brand. I have no nails left. So if my nails look nice for a video, you know I have fake nails on, but no marking. So it's like a reproduction. And yeah, this is what my nails normally look like. And it's because scrape, 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 tap, tap, tap. But there it is. I'm just talking all over the place this morning. $1.99, no idea what this will bring. Probably the $20 mark. Super sweet. This is great for farmhouse decor. I love farmhouse decor. In fact, I'm hoping to film one of my videos against my kitchen wall. I am putting up farmhouse shelving because I'm having a cabinet in the kitchen taken out and putting a dishwasher in. Yay! A dishwasher should have been put in when I renovated the kitchen in, I don't know, probably about 4 years ago. And somehow when we were planning, you know, the kitchen and doing the layout and whatever, I didn't think I needed a dishwasher. I've always had a dishwasher. I've been blessed that way. And somehow I thought, no, I want the extra cabinet. Big mistake. Everybody should have a dishwasher if you produce as many dishes as I do. And I'm not even cooking a lot. But anyway, so I'm doing that part of the kitchen farmhouse decor so that I can put up shelving and put some of my storage on the shelving because I'm losing a cabinet. So all of that is going on this week too. And clothing, let's get on to clothing. Okay, so as you can tell, I wheeled a rack and we're just going to blow through some clothing. I'm going to talk a little bit about when an item is not a woohoo brand, what causes me to pick up the item, what my thought process is. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it better than somebody else's. That's what I love about this way of selling. Everybody does their own thing. We all have so many different styles and reasons we pick up things. A little piece could speak to you and you pick it up because you have good memories and you're excited to sell it, where the reseller next to you would leave it on the shelf not even knowing why you picked that up. But with clothing, I think we have a tendency to kind of go by these BOLO lists. Like if it's anthropology, yes. If it's, you know, whatever, no. I don't always follow those, as you well know. A little bit of a rule breaker when it comes to reselling. Somehow it works for me. And once again, I've had a very good year. Now, I could have pushed even harder this year, but I'm realizing as I get older, I want to stay encouraged. I don't want to get burnt out. I never want this to feel like a grind. So this year, with the way the year went and the challenges, I've decided to go a little bit easier on myself, hence not shipping out as many big breakables and also not feeling so restricted by these lists that people put out. So let's take a look at what I bought and we'll see, you know, what it looks like. First item off the rack, I love this sweet little jacket. Look how cute this is. So this is Ann Taylor Black Label. That means it came from their retail store. Ann Taylor, the parent company, has Loft Outlet. They used to have Ann Taylor Factory. I believe they still have Ann Taylor Loft. And it's a medium, and it's just a little sweet, almost like an artist collar or a Peter Pan collar. This is a little bit bigger than a Peter Pan collar. Did you guys know that you can Google styles of collars and look in images and a whole chart comes up of what collars, what their names are, style names? That's always a fun rabbit hole to go down. But I picked up this little sweet jacket, $5.25 I paid for it. No, I'm sorry, $5.75. And I think this will do well. I picked it up because it's really cute. I think it's trendy. It would look great over a little dress, like a sheath dress for an event, or it would be great with jeans and fun boots. And Christmas is coming, so I said yes. Got a little feather hair there. And like I said, none of this stuff has been steamed or cleaned, so you're going to see it, you know, coming out of the bags and off the rack. I don't know what I'll get for this. I'm going to guess probably about the $35 mark. All right, this next one is very wrinkly. Romans 20W. Romans is a brand that I can do very well with, or I can sit on pieces for quite a while. But I did pick this up because it's embroidered. I think this is lovely. And yeah, not a lot to say about it. It does have a shark bite hem. Let me push this out of the way, see if I can show this to you guys. When a hemline is longer on the sides and it comes up in half a circle or a semicircle, some people call that shark bite. I don't know if that's still the case. It's also kerchief hem, high-low hem. There's different names to it. But I still put that in my title if I have room towards the end. So I list the brand, the gender, the size. So this would be Romans Women's 20W embroidered sleeveless blouse. I might even move blouse up because you want the item of what it really is as close to the front as you can to make it easy for buyers when they're doing item-specific searches. And then if you have characters left of the 80 characters that eBay gives, you fit in all your descriptive title words. What did I pay for that? I paid $4.25, and I'm guessing about the $25 mark. This little skirt, I don't know if I knew this name, but see this skirt? I saw this and I said, oh yeah, in my cart, get in my cart. I love this little skirt. It's almost like an apron style, a wrap. So is it a true wrap? I think it's a true wrap. True wrap means when you undo the waist and the whole thing becomes a flat piece of material. I should show it to you. Let me take it off the hanger. I'm sure we all know what a wrap skirt is, but there are faux wrap skirts and true wrap skirts. So see this, let me untie the belt, all the things. Okay, so this has a button and a set of hooks, and it becomes one flat piece. And then when the person puts it on, they wrap it around themselves and hook it up and tie it. So this is ALC. I have no idea what that stands for, but I went by the quality of the skirt, the style of the skirt, super trendy, and this tag here, the quality of the label. Yep, I look at a label. I always have felt that if a brand is good and they're a quality brand, they're not going to put a schmutzy, cheap tag in. And most of the time, that has paid off for me when I'm sourcing a lot, when I'm trying to get through a rack quickly. And sure enough, it's a good brand, and this will bring probably at least the $30 mark. And I paid, you know, the prices keep fluctuating at that store, mostly going up. I don't think anything's going down. I think I paid $4.75 or $4.25. I'm not quite sure. Figure somewhere around there. All right, so this next brand I don't pick up a lot of. This is Adrian Parpel, or Papel. Adriana Parpel. There we go. Evening. So as you can see, the label needs to be tacked on, which I will do. But this is gorgeous. This is a full-on beaded. It's almost like a crop top. It's a little bit short. I imagine this was part of a set. Evening. It's silk, fully beaded. It doesn't say, I was looking for on the tag if it said it was part of a set. Sometimes it'll say suit or something to let you know that there was another piece included. Okay, so my camera battery died. My two backups are uncharged. I'm going to continue on my phone. Hopefully this video is good. Hopefully you can hear me because I've lost my dongle for my mic. All the things, but I'm going to keep going, and hopefully we are good. Hopefully the video makes it, and if not, you won't know. It'll be a to be continued, but let's keep going and see what else I found. I realized that I didn't finish talking about the Adrian Parpel. So the reason I picked this up is I thought this would be really good with jeans or with a dressy outfit. Beautiful workmanship. This whole thing is hand beaded. Now, I don't buy things just because they're hand beaded. If it's a very dated, out of style, no. But if it's something that I think could go with a sweet little, picture like a velvet jacket or a corduroy, even a jean jacket, this would be stunning. A pair of skinny jeans, again, boots or heels, absolutely yes. So I paid, let's say $4.50. I paid $4.50, and this will probably bring, I'm gonna think between 30 and 33, somewhere around there. The next item up, I love finding these sweaters when they're highly embellished. The plainer ones, kind of meh about, but this is Storybook Knits. This is a small. Again, in this brand, I would have loved if this was like an extra large or a 2X, something like that, 1X. It is a pearl and beaded cardigan sweater. Look how great this is. Anytime you see like a really ornate, heavily jeweled, bedazzled cardigan sweater in this brand, I love these sweaters. Sweaters I am paying, again, you know guys, I keep getting confused. Tops I think are $4.25 and sweaters I'm going to say $4.75. So let's stick with those prices. And I imagine this is going to bring probably $35. Next up, this item was, I'm going to call this a mistake on my part. This is Molly Bracken, and it's Molly Bracken Premium, so I might be a little bit okay, but when I checked comps in the store, because I wasn't familiar with Molly Bracken, I looked at unsolds, and it seemed like it would bring like 25 to 35, but then when I looked at solds, it was bringing like $10, if that much. But I went ahead and I had picked this up. I'm still gonna hold on to it. I might wind up wearing it, maybe. Maybe you'll see this in a video, and then if it is really low dollar amount, I will just probably sell it for $10 and make a couple of dollars on it. But I said yes to Molly Bracken. It's a textured, kind of like a raw edged ribbon, feathery looking sparkle. I like it, can you tell? I think it's really pretty. But okay, so that's why I bought that. When you check comps, always look at solds. Don't look at what people are asking for things, but what things are really bringing. This next dress is THML, and that's what it looks like. I've sold quite a few pieces of this brand, but this is an extra small petite. Again, this will be a little bit slower, but I said yes to it. Dresses are $6.25, and probably, I'm guessing, $25. So when I pay $6.25, I have to really be careful that I can get like over that 25 mark. That's what I shoot for. So I try to at least, bare minimum, 5 times the buy-in price. So if I'm paying 5, bare minimum 25. That's just really loose general rule when you're buying a lot, to quickly say to yourself, can I get 25 as the price? Because by the time the fees, income tax, blah, 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 we all know that story. You want to have a decent amount of profit for the work you're putting in. Next thing up are 3 skirts. So I haven't decided if I'm going to lot these together. I'm pretty sure they're the same size, and they are all Talbots. So I picked up this beautiful Hawaiian print. Let's take a look. Yes, Talbot's 12. And this is the retail store, not the outlet. And this might have been all the same person donating. Talbot's 12 in zebra, super cute. And Talbot's, oh, this one won't be in the lot. This is a 6, that's my size. Although I don't know where I'd wear this, but look how beautiful that is. Such a gorgeous skirt. So the buy-in price is what did I say for skirts? I didn't do skirts. $4.25, and I probably get, I'm gonna guess about $25 a skirt. If I lot the 2 together, I won't ask 50, I'd probably ask like 40, probably about the $40 mark. This is a brand I love to find in men's, Untuck It. So I do really well with Untuck It. Now recently I picked up 2, well not that recently, probably a couple months ago, I picked up 2 Untuck It blazer sport coats, and those are sitting. I might have sold 1, but they don't sell as fast as the shirts do. Shirts, I do well with Untuck It. Men love them. And this is a medium, just a gray gingham check. So I said yes to this. $4.25 for men's shirts. Probably, I have to check, I'm gonna guess $30 mark, something like that. All right, 2 more, and I've got to scoot out of the house. This is Soft Surroundings and petite extra small. Wish this was my size. I love this top. Look how cute this is. So it's got like a gray stripe to it, and then the whole thing is embroidered. I might try it on anyway, because you guys know me. I ignore sizes. I wear 2X, I don't care. As long as it's comfortable and it fits halfway decent, we're good. If something is really big, like a tunic, I'll just throw a leather belt on and call it a day and be comfortable. I love that look. Okay, so $4.25, no idea, soft surroundings with embroidery, probably $30. This item I picked up at, where did I get this? Nearly New thrift store. Love this, and I realized at the time, so I bought it knowing the size is cut out. I don't generally make a practice of that, but this I thought was good. Own it. It's called Made in Italy. It is a lagging look, flax or linen tunic top. So I will give measurements right in the title. I will say like women's unsized tunic top, blah, 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 blah. And at the end, I would put like bust 50, something like that. So right in the title, the buyer, if this catches their attention, hopefully will know, because most women know about their measurements. You know, if something's way off, you probably think, oh, that would never fit me. But for a woman, because we do bra sizes, because we're more aware of the measurements, I think it's okay once in a while, if you have a good item, to go ahead with an unsized thing. Men, I think they know their waist, but I don't know if the average man, if you said, you know, what size do you need? Maybe they would, because they buy sports coats. Maybe I'm making all of this up, but I think women are more likely to buy an item that is unsized, but I don't make a practice of it. Hope all of that is clear. All right, last item on the rack. Woo! Last item on the rack, Bugatti Omo. If I'm saying that right, men's dress shirt, beautiful quality. Now, Bugatti Omo has the reverse cuff on a lot of their shirts, like Robert Graham. This is a linen, really nice material. I think it's a linen, that's what it feels like. Deep navy blue. Let's see if I know my materials. If I don't, we'll crop that out of here. 100% cotton. I don't know what I'm talking about. It feels like linen. It's kind of like a woven. But I paid $4.25, and I'm guessing probably the $25 mark. So that is my scrappy video for today, changing cameras, trying to get it all in before I run out the door. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and go out and get what's yours.